Hi, day 51, and it is raining. So, unlike yesterday, we were outside. I was outside, and um, I've been working only, let's see, about 7 to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. I've been working like 6 hours writing documents, and it's this rainy day, just perfect to be indoors. And actually, writing is a nice thing to do on a day like today, but I'm feeling a little ready for some rest. So I just had a bubbly drink, so excuse me. Um, I drink these kombucha teas. I think Dr. Brew that I get at Costco is my favorite. It's because it's cheap. It's like $1.99 a bottle. I'm not selling them. I'm just letting you know. They do have some cane sugar in them. I'm not sure how much. But I like the probiotics that kind of help my belly. So, anyways, I just had one of those. And they're carbonated. I think they're naturally carbonated, but I'm not positive on that. Hear the rain? I hope you could hear it. I can feel it. Let's just start in a seated position. My computer looks like it's going wonky a little bit, so hopefully it's not. It's working. If you want to, you can sit up on a block like that, if you have a block or a pillow. That changes the angle of your legs, and I actually feel a little bit more of a stretch in this position. But I've heard other instructors saying that it makes it easier for some people to sit this way. Yeah, I just changed my legs from a cross to more of a, I don't know what you would call that. So it's almost like a hybrid between the fire log pose and the cross-legged. But hey, you can sit any way that is comfortable on your body. You do want to feel like you're stretching, and you can, if you have an area that's being stretched, you can press down on it, give yourself a little massage, listen to the rain. Okay, so now let's take our head and do a very slow roll in that direction. We're going to stop at the shoulder, back. Ooh. Okay, let's do another one slowly and just paying attention to how the feeling shifts as your head rolls. Find those spots that want to be stretched. Okay, we're bringing head up to the center and taking your left hand over to your right ear, your right hand on the floor, and you can pull again just to where you're feeling a stretch and your feels good. Good is just not a very good descriptive term. Feels like you're doing something good for yourself. And then you can take that left hand, place it on the ground, and your right hand over to your left ear. And get a nice stretch. The way I'm feeling and with this rain pouring down, I think this is going to be a gentle enough class that even if you've happened upon us today, you might be able to keep up removing that fluff. If you are able to, great. If not, go back to like day 1, day 10. Now I'm putting my right leg on the ground parallel with the front of the mat, and the left leg, I'll back up so you can see both legs. The top leg is right on top. This is called fire log pose. And I really enjoy this pose a lot. But if you want to add something to it, you can walk your fingertips forward. There you go. And then you can walk your fingertips over to the right or the left. I have to say the opposite of what I'm doing so that we can mirror each other. And then we can come around to the right. Oh, that feels good. Stretch through the side. And see if I could describe this as there can be a rolling stretch where it starts in one area and then you just shift ever so slightly and you'll feel the shift of the stretch. So coming back to the center and walking the hands up. Let's release the legs. We'll do a forward fold just for a moment. And then we're going to come back up and work the other side in the same way we just did. So this time we're going to take the left leg underneath, the right leg on top. So both of your legs, your calves, are parallel with the front of the mat. And again, if you have a block or a rolled up towel or pillow, and your knee does not want to come all the way down, you can put that support in there just to give you more of a feeling that you're going to the full extension. Sounds like water going into a barrel out there. There's a barrel out there. Okay, so we're just holding the pose for a moment. And then if it's within your range of motion, you can walk your fingertips forward. And then walk them back. And now I might have to turn the mat, I don't know, so that you can see what I'm doing. But basically we're going to keep the bent leg bent, and we're going to, first we're going to take the top leg and put it over the bent leg, and then reach your elbow around and twist your body. So you're twisting to the right, and you want to keep that right hip pressed down, well, the right bottom pressed down And then we're going to switch the pretzel. So now you're going to put your right leg bent, your left knee over, taking your right arm around the left knee, twisting and keeping your hips aligned. And you're coming back to the center. Now you're going to keep the leg bent, and the other leg will start by bending it. So this is called a deer pose. And so we'll start here. And if you've been doing this and you're on day 51 or somewhere around there, and you feel like you could go a little bit further, then take that left leg, put your weight on your hands, release the left leg back behind you. And this is where I'm going to turn so you could see what it looks like. You can stay in this position. But here's what I'm doing. So you see the back leg is straight, the front leg is bent, and then you can work towards coming down to your elbows, or use one of your blocks underneath you until you reach your full extension. And then when you're ready, now if you'd like to stay in a pose longer, press the pause button and stay there. When you press the pause button a second time, you'll join up with us right where we are. Okay, so now we're going to bring both legs back to the center, and this time you're going to keep the left knee bent, your right knee out either to the side, so it makes almost like a 90-degree angle between your two calves. And then again, if it's in your practice, you can place your weight forward, release the right leg, and let it come right behind you. And there you are. Okay, so this is really disgusting. I don't know why I'm talking about it, but I really like this lamb bondulu, I think it's called, that I get at Trader Joe's. I'm not selling for them. They don't even know me. But it's like this little frozen dish. It's all good, healthy ingredients. Lamb, it's such an odd thing. Like, I never cook lamb, so I like getting this little frozen one and pop it in the microwave. Takes about 4.5 minutes. And it's really yummy, but don't mix it with the kombucha tea. There's a problem. I'm 63, so I get to talk about all of my digestive issues, and you could write about yours in the comments if you want. My dad was a doctor too. I've mentioned that a couple times. So I think that there's not like the same boundaries that other typical families in Arkansas have, but we were in California being raised by a doctor. Okay, so now let's do a butterfly pose where you're bringing the soles of your feet together. Now you can bring them all the way as close into your body as you can, that without hurting yourself. Or maybe you want to do like why and when you can or. You might want to take your legs further out into a diamond shape I'm not particularly fond of the diamond shape. I like the butterfly better, but this is where some blocks could come in handy if you want to support your knees. And I see where that feels a little better when I'm doing this diamond shape. It really does make a huge difference for me. You experiment with your body and see what happens. So that's the diamond shape, and bringing the feet in closer is the butterfly. Let's see what it feels like with the blocks. Yeah, I like it with the blocks. And again, I don't sell products. There is another yoga instructor who is just a great guy. If you write comments to him, he always responds. I don't know if it's him responding or his wife or even their little daughter. I don't know. She's young. I don't think it's their daughter. But his name is Matt, M-A-T-T, and it's Yin Yoga with Matt. And he's a Canadian, but he does sell products. And I mean, he's not obnoxious. He's not like, making you think that you're just there to profit off of you. I don't think I've ever given him a nickel, but maybe a nickel's worth of views. Maybe if they give him 1/100th of a penny for every time that I've watched one of his videos. Anyways, so you could try that one out, and if you need to buy some blocks, that might be a nice place for you to get them. You could see the main title on my website is, and we will change position. Let's change position and then I'll tell you the rest of this. So let's bring our legs out in front of us and we're going to do the forward fold, this time holding it. We've done one and it was very short, just kind of to rebound. So now we're going to hold that position and I don't even remember what I was talking about before, so it had to do with Matt. And Yin Yoga with Matt. Okay, so now we're reaching down. And let's really pay attention to our breath. So you're going to inhale deeply through your nostrils. And then exhale through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Now, I've been doing this 51 days in a row, and I'm naturally a little bit flexible. I was losing that flexibility, and that's why I decided to do this whole exercise program. Oh. I hope that this whole thing has been videoed. It sort of looks like it might not be. And it's crazy because I'm just sitting here talking to myself. Anyways, you can lift up. And now I'm going to scooch up and just make sure that we're still. Oh yeah, it's still going. Okay. So I'm kind of half blind too. I'm going to move my mat and we're going to all lay on our backs. So I'm just doing it so that you can see where I'm at. And so lower yourself down to your back. Let's start with the knees bent. And then if you have a block or a pillow, we're going to put it underneath us so that we have a supported bridge. If you don't have a pillow or a block, just tilt your hips up ever so slightly. And really
This is another reason that I decided to do this physical health journey is because I could not even do this 51 days ago, just tilting my hips up. So now I can put the block underneath, and that's a bridge, supported bridge. Of course, what we're working for is to eventually be able to get in this position without the block there. But for now, this is good. And then if you'd like, and you promise that you're gonna only do things that feel good and that you feel like are benefiting your body, then you can lift one leg and then you can lift the other. Now, if you don't have the block under you, this is a very relaxing pose called legs up the wall pose. And it's called that because you can actually sit, like get scooched really close to a wall. It's kind of awkward. You got to get your legs up the wall, but you know, nobody's watching you. And it's just a really relaxing pose. Oh, it seems like the rain has passed. That was kind of fun. There's thunder off in the distance still. Okay, and then where we're going to work towards is bringing the legs over the head into a plow position. I'm not going all the way yet. You can just play with that. See where you're still comfortable. Use your hands or a block to help you. And then we're going to bring the legs back down. You can do them one at a time if you'd like. And then, now this is where for just a moment, you're going to be in the bridge position without it being supported when you take that block out, if you have the block there in the first place. So there's a quick moment where you can feel what bridge feels like unsupported, and then lower your hips down. And now we're going to take the arms out in a T position, and we're going to drop the legs over to the left and look towards the right. That's a great stretch. Okay, and now we're going to bring the legs over to the right and look to the left. Bringing the legs to the center. We can take the legs straight out, your hands palms up next to the side of your body. You're going to feel your lower back press into the ground, keeping your head straight, aligned, almost like you're working to get your neck on the ground too, having just a straight spine. And I want to thank you all for joining me again today. This has been really encouraging and fun. And I just hope that you're all feeling like you're making progress. I want to encourage you to go out and take a walk today too, or when it stops raining. You can always go to, like if you have a free museum, like in Arkansas, the Museum of Fine Arts is free admission. And if it's raining out, you can go, if you don't mind driving in the rain, go to like a museum and walk around there, go up and down the stairs. One of the great things about being old is you just quit caring what anybody thinks. So, if they think that you're a crazy old lady or crazy old man, who cares? Maybe you are. So I'm encouraging you to take a walk. And I write. I mention it just about every day because that's what I do with most of my time. I also have some videos that are about the subjects that I write about. And they're not fun, they're pretty serious. But if you go for a walk, try listening to maybe something in the UAMS playlist or something like that. For something a little bit more fun, you could watch, I don't know if this is a great one, but I have a law school journey one too. And it's not really as informative as I had meant for it to be. It's really just showing kind of the fun stuff that we do. But anyways, thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 52.